Welcome to the 8th episode of the Fourth Inning Podcast, the podcast where four friends talk about their one love for sports. If you haven't checked out our last episode, make sure to do so and hear us talk about our predictions for the NBA and MLB season, as well as some talk for the upcoming college football season. Also, make sure to check out our social media accounts and give us a follow. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at Fourth Inning Pod. Today's episode includes 6 segments that will cover the NFL and NBA. I'm now going to give the floor to Matt, as he's going to give you guys a recap of the past week in the busy sports world.
All right, it's time for a weekly sports review. A lot happened this week, so let's get started.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
As always, we start in South Korea for the KBO. The NC Dinos are still in first at 39-18, and the Hanwha Eagles are in last place at 16-44.
It seems like it's been the same two teams
Same,
in
yeah.
those positions all year.
Yeah,
Oh.
one's been really hot and one's been really cold.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
That's what happens.
Miguel
just
Rojas
bad.
Jr. leads the KBO with a 383 batting average, and he also leads the league with 21 home runs. He's ripping
Oh,
that.
is
That's
he?
impressive.
Yeah.
He's been
He's
up the
very
last,
good.
Yeah,
last 2 episodes.
Yeah, I believe for home runs.
Yeah, he
Now
stepped
I
up.
think-
He
I
stepped
believe he's
up.
taken over the batting average as well. Next, we'll move on to some NASCAR. We moved on to some NASCAR because the Kentucky Speedway, which is local to us, hosted the Quaker State 400, and a very eventful race took place there. Rookie Cole Custer narrowly
Custer.
won the race and is the first rookie to win a Cup race in 4 years.
Do you think he likes custard?
He may. I do. Do you not?
I do appreciate a good custard.
It's kind of just like ice cream.
Matt, didn't they get 4 wide at the end there?
Yeah, 4 wide. It was
Harvick blew a tire, I think.
Yeah,
and then
anyone's game.
Jimmy Johnson came back?
yeah, it was very nice to see him back after
Yeah.
missing. Was it a week or 2 weeks?
I forget.
Week and a half,
I
maybe.
still don't understand.
Time
how you-
flies.
I still don't understand how you become a rookie.
There's a season in NASCAR.
Yeah, but how do you get into it? There's no minor league NASCAR, is there?
I think you just.
Well, no, there's Xfinity Series, Monster Cup Series.
Oh, I guess.
Oh yeah.
So
That-
so,
just
like,
the
this
first
is
time they
for
go on a
rookie,
race
like,
would be
Cup
their rookie
series.
season.
Yeah.
First time they're on an actual
Yeah.
NASCAR race. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. We'll move on to the NBA as they are getting ready to begin the 2020 season. All players are reporting to Orlando and will begin to practice shortly in the
They
bubble.
did already. I think they already did.
Yeah,
Didn't
they
they
have.
already started. Yeah.
A few teams have had probably over 3 practices by now.
Yeah,
Wow.
some teams got in as soon as they could, and other
I need
teams
to
just
get
started
more.
showing
I
up.
need to get more informed.
A lot of
Yeah,
people
stay
are
in the bubble.
fishing. I see a lot of fishing.
Yeah,
going on.
a lot of fishing going on down there.
Yes, some
As-
Ben
as-
Simmons bricking on
Ben
throwing his
Simmons.
fish back in the pond. Man, that's good.
Oh,
Paul,
that's
Paul
good.
George has also been catching a lot
yeah, have you
down
seen
there.
him? He got that's a good fish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
How big was it?
I mean, I don't know, probably 3 pounds.
good size.
Bass?
Yeah.
Oh, I caught a 4-pounder a few weeks ago.
I think we got the same one.
We did.
We did.
We
That's
did.
Just
good
a different
work.
pond.
Those are some good
Just
fish.
different
they,
ponds.
They moved. They moved.
They hop
They
ponds.
flew. They
As
flew on the
those,
water.
as those kids said, the fish leave ponds and they go
Yeah.
to another one. Yeah. Oh, they arrested
And
us.
you wouldn't know. Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they did.
we're
Josh-
getting off
Josh
topic.
wouldn't
It's a
know.
little off topic.
We've gotten a little off topic.
Inside kind of job.
We'll move to the MLB as they are also about to restart their season.
Mhm.
Teams start exhibition games in less than a week, and the regular season
Yeah.
starts just after that.
I'm excited.
Yeah, all teams are currently playing inter squad games to prepare for the year. There's been some good plays. haven't
Yeah.
there?
Tigers probably peaking.
Yeah, they're
Let's
peaking
see.
right They're
looking
Seen a
good
couple
right
highlights
now.
from-
They had
They had
2
that,
great
and they
players.
had that catcher's view, which was crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was.
I think-
they did
that
was
nice.
nice.
I think they
Yeah,
should
I
use
think
the
it
I think they should use the catcher's view in like
Yeah, I just don't
actual
see it happening.
I
I
don't
just
see
don't
it
see it
either.
happening.
It's
It'd
better.
Yeah.
Or an umpire view. I'd like
An
to see
umpire
that.
view, yeah.
Also, some new people opting out.
Yeah.
Buster Posey
Yeah.
got adopting those 2 kids and doesn't want to put them at risk.
Yeah.
Which
He's a
is-
great guy.
You know,
He is.
bigger than baseball, as they
Who
always
is
say.
the Cardinals? Jordan Hicks.
Jordan
Yeah.
Hicks.
He's opting out too.
Wow, he throws.
We
He
didn't
does
talk
throw.
about it,
He
but-
does throw hard.
David Price opted out. That
Yep.
was
He
a
did.
couple weeks ago. We didn't talk
Yeah,
about it. We didn't bring him up.
Whoops, my bad. I'm
I mean
sorry.
that could be a factor towards the postseason.
Yeah.
You know,
So it's an
with
arm
some,
down.
with some players out, with
Yeah,
some
it's an arm
with some bullpen arms out, that could be huge.
Yeah.
Come crunch
I
time.
mean,
Yeah.
losing any arm.
Oh,
in the
exactly.
playoffs is
It'll
huge.
be interesting to watch.
And maybe someone will step up and we'll get a breakout player this year.
Yeah. Before I pass it on to Let's Rank It, Josh is going to give a big shout out to someone who's really helped us.
Yeah, before we jump into Let's Rank It, as Matt said, we have to give a huge shout out to Pete Coleman. He's been a huge fan of the show even before we uploaded an episode. Last night, he actually shot us a text. He made a group chat with the 4 of us, and he actually gave us the idea for this Let's Rank It. So he actually helped with our logo as well as our banner that you can find on our Twitter and at the top of our YouTube channel. And he also does so much for the school and its athletic program. So he's just awesome for the community, and we're all super appreciative of what he's done for us.
Yeah, big shout out to
we
Pete.
really
Thank you, Pete.
support
We
it.
really appreciate you.
And as Matt said, let's jump into Let's Rank It. Thank you, Pete, for the idea.
To kick off, let's rank it. Today we will be ranking the top 5 things parents of athletes should know.
This is going to be a collective list.
Yeah.
5 of us combined to
Mhm.
think of these
I
things.
think we all share the same opinions.
A lot
when it
of
comes to
them,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
To start, we're going to go with don't force your kids to play a sport if they don't enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's big. Yeah, you see it a
pretty
lot.
big
Yeah, you
one.
see it a lot now that we're going to be juniors in high school. You see a lot of kids losing the love they have for
Yeah.
a sport. Yeah.
This can work when you're younger, but I feel like as
Yeah.
we get older, we can make decisions and
Yeah, like I know, like when I was a kid,
Still-
parents,
still
my
out.
parents
We're still
signed me up.
kids.
They
We're
sent,
still kids.
Well, when I was a youngling,
A young man.
then I know my parents signed me up for all the sports I play now, or played.
Yeah,
but-
I never wanted to play baseball either. I was
Yeah.
always a basketball guy, but then I just got signed up and I
Yeah,
just
found the love for the sport.
I did.
All right, a big one for me. Your son/daughter is not the greatest thing to come to the sport.
Yeah,
Like-
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you got it.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's a pretty big one. I mean, what are the odds of your kid becoming a professional athlete?
It's slim. You don't you,
Yeah,
Very,
no, it
very
is
slim.
very slim, but a lot of parents think their child's a future MVP.
you see it in almost every sport on almost every team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I definitely every team.
Yeah.
Every team I've ever been on, there's been at least one.
There's been at least one. Yeah, I agree.
Just take the parent goggles off and realize that your kid is not even the best player on the team most
Yeah.
of the time.
Here's another big one. It's that nobody is perfect. That includes umpires and players. I see it a lot that the coaches and parents always get on the umpires, and I find it a lot easier to understand how they feel because they're humans as well, and no one's perfect. And
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
makes mistakes.
and also with players, I just hate when someone or me gets ripped to shreds for making one error.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it hurts your confidence, and two, it's just one error. I don't think anyone's ever had a fielding percentage of 1,000. Everyone's going to make a mistake from time to time, no
Yeah,
matter
and-
how good you are.
And I think it pains the player the most.
Yeah,
When they make an error, they're the maddest about it.
Yeah, all 4 of us can agree on that one.
Yeah.
we all
for sure.
we all can agree on that one.
And another big one, watch the game, don't become part of it. So basically be a parent, don't be a coach, and don't be arguing calls because, I mean, it's the coach's job.
Yeah.
A lot of coaches argue calls they shouldn't.
Yeah,
and
you got
take
to
it over
trust
the
the
top,
coaches. You just got to trust them.
There's a
Yeah.
fine line between being a parent and being a coach, and I see when that line mixes, they can be a lot of trouble.
but yeah. Like, obviously, you can have your opinions, but just keep them to yourself.
All right, the final one is let the coaches coach. Don't yell and try to coach everyone. You're just a parent.
Yeah, especially when another kid makes a mistake. Don't try and go blaming the game on that kid or something like
Yeah,
that.
as we
Yeah.
said earlier, the players are we feel bad ourselves.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's hard enough to make an error and have to live with it for like the rest of the night or however long that you think about it, and to have a coach or parent scream at you for it,
Yeah.
it makes it that much worse.
Specifically in baseball, if like your kid's on the mound and some kid makes an error, don't go blaming that kid for your son pitching bad.
Yeah, there's always something that can.
I've personally
Prevented
experienced
that.
but
I've experienced that a lot as well
yeah, just right.
as a pitcher.
Yeah, it makes sense.
After the short break, Blake will take over the show with podcast predictions.
All right, welcome back to the show. We have another series of podcast predictions as we did last week. We brought it back. We're gonna do NFL this week. Same idea. We're gonna do all the awards that we think who's gonna run away with it. We're gonna kick it off with the big one, MVP, most valuable player. I'm gonna have Russell Wilson here. I think it's been coveted for him for most of his career. It's been hasn't been able to necessarily reach it.
I wouldn't say he's been underrated, but I guess maybe
He just hasn't-
underappreciated.
Yeah,
maybe.
just
Yeah.
kind of hasn't been at the top.
Yeah.
He's been close, but never been at that number one spot. And I think this is the year where he finally gets his recognition.
He deserves it.
Yeah,
He deserves
he's
it.
crazy,
He
crazy consistent. And I don't think people respect how he's carried the Seahawks since the Legion of Boom, basically, and especially with the rising stars all around him, like DK Metcalf.
Boy, you love the Seahawks, don't you?
No.
I think
Russell's-
Russell Wilson
it's
is a
true.
very
It
good
is
quarterback.
And
That is true.
he just makes players around him better.
Yeah.
That is also very true.
he can create plays with his legs as well as create with
He's
the arm.
just good.
Yeah.
He is good. Not as good as my MVP though, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
His arm is elite, and with the weapons he has, he doesn't carry him.
Yeah,
but he has the ability. Yeah, but he has the ability to really take the league by storm for like the third year in a row and really run away with the MVP.
Yep,
I think he already has taken the
I
lead.
agree with Matt here. I also have Patrick Mahomes. He can create plays,
Yeah.
and he's just special, and he got paid for it. He deserves.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
That's a ridiculous amount of money.
he
Nobody
deserves a
that much.
good amount of it.
He
Yeah.
deserves,
A good-
seriously,
not
he
all of
deserves
it.
He
a lot
deserves
of
a
money.
hefty chunk.
He deserves a lot of money, but that is
That's
a
nuts.
ridiculous
I
amount of
have
money.
no idea how they can build a team with the salary cap with that money. But hey, Patrick Mahomes.
Hey, anything to keep him.
Yeah,
Hey, yeah,
exactly.
he's a stud
you have
MVP.
to. You can't let him go.
Yeah, you can't let that guy.
I'm also going to go with Patrick Mahomes. He's just.
I mean, come on.
He just has
Great
many
minds
weapons.
think alike.
Yeah, they sure do.
That's
sure
why a
do,
lot of
man.
people there agree with me and Russell Wilson.
And a lot of people agree with us.
Yes,
with
I'm
Patrick
not going to say I
Mahomes.
disagree.
Okay,
I mean,
okay,
I think
all
Patrick
right.
Mahomes is very
Yeah,
close.
best,
Comment
like, best player in the
below
game.
who you
I'm not gonna
think
say
is the MVP.
Yeah, I'm not going to say he's not, an MVP candidate. I'm just saying Russell Wilson is
No, it's fair.
a little bit
That's
better.
fair.
All right, comeback player of the year. Pretty obvious for me and for everybody at home pretty much. Cam Newton got signed by the Patriots, given a second chance, and I think he's coming into the league hungrier than anyone ever. I don't know if you guys have seen his workouts.
Oh
What-
boy.
What's
I have
funny?
not.
Is
I have
he?
not
He's
seen the
hungrier
workouts.
than anyone ever. Is he the hungriest?
No.
person?
Joey Chestnut, not the Joey
He's hungrier-
Chestnut.
He's hungrier than any player coming back ever.
Yeah, that could be true.
Because I mean, as his workouts, he's just working harder than anyone. Like as hard as I've ever seen anybody work.
I'm also gonna go with Cam Newton. He's going to a winning culture, I think, in New England, and people forget that he won the MVP just 4 years ago, I believe.
Yeah,
It
and
was
was
4 years ago.
going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and going to the Super Bowl. And
Yeah.
I think obviously he still has the tools to carry New England far in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I
as we
think.
said, not hot take.
He also has the defense to do
He
it.
does have the defense.
It
Yeah.
could
It's
change
one
some
the
of
best
our
defenses.
opinions on that.
Yeah, I as well have Cam Newton as my comeback player of the year. Was it episode 4 we talked about the Patriots in the hot take?
Yeah.
Or, I
Yeah.
think so.
Give it a
Yeah,
listen.
it was.
It was
I
an
think
episode, but I wasn't really a fan of the Patriots coming into the season. But then after the Cam Newton signing, I love it.
Yeah, it's
And
hard.
I
it's
think
hard.
they will definitely have a shot to make the playoffs and even make a run if that offense can get going because they certainly have the defense for it. Cam Newton's my comeback player of the year.
I'm actually going to go with Gronk here.
Gronk.
Oh,
After
wow.
not playing for a
Bold.
couple years, I feel like he's
Bold.
going to
Yeah,
have.
girl.
He's not
really
not
good-
old. He's
No.
just
He's
getting there. He's older.
he's getting
Not
older.
old.
Everyone's getting
Gronk.
older. Technically,
He's-
everyone's
Yeah,
getting
I mean,
older.
do,
we're getting older as we speak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He had to
Every
relinquish
second,
that
every
24/7 championship, didn't
He
he?
did. Didn't he have to vacate it?
Yeah,
Who did he vacate it to?
I'm not sure. I don't keep up on the WWE. Unfortunately,
Probably R-Truth.
Probably he's like a 30-time champ.
What's up?
What's up? Yeah, okay. All right, moving on.
I feel
back
like
to-
I'm missing something.
Yeah, I know. I think you guys are.
You're
It's
not
okay.
listening.
Okay, all right. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Only a couple people I thought that came across my mind here. But I got Chase Young out of Ohio State. He was dominant at Ohio State. If you guys watched college football last year, you heard about this guy. I mean, it's going to be an instant impact. And as we saw, he's able to compete at the highest of levels, having one of his best games against Wisconsin, which is no slouch of a team. And a great O-line actually there.
Towards the end of the year, though, when teams started double teaming him, he was kind of shut out.
That's going to happen.
I
But
know, exactly.
as a rookie, they're
Oh,
not going to
exactly,
take away
exactly.
from.
So yeah, I'm sure people obviously I don't want to say overreact, but they're thinking that the double teaming is gonna I don't know take him down in the NFL. But
He's not
he
gonna get
he
double
won't get a double team on the Redskins, or I shouldn't say Redskins because we don't know what they're going to be called.
Yeah, what's
We don't know yet. We will find out.
Washington
We will.
team.
The
The
Washington. Team.
Washington.
So yeah, he'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, I also have Chase Young here. He was dominant at Ohio State. He
Yes.
wasn't he a Heisman candidate?
He was a
Yes.
finalist.
He
a
was.
finalist.
Along
yes.
with his teammate Justin Fields.
Yeah,
Not
Who,
relevant.
And I
who
think-
lost to Joe Burrow? Yeah.
Who did lose Joe Burrow?
I think in the division
okay.
he plays with, he could be really successful with the Washington maroon, gold, and whites.
That's a good way to put it.
I like it.
Yeah.
That is a good way to put it.
You know what a good team name would be?
What?
DCFC. Like Washington DC Football Club.
I'm pretty sure that's like a thing. 'Cause
No.
I think
No,
No, it's
that's
DC
for
United.
soccer. It would
DC
get a little
DCFC,
confusing.
that's not a thing
It would
yet.
get a little
DCFC.
confusing if you said it for
Okay,
football.
okay, Detroit City's a thing. Like
Yeah.
Detroit. Okay.
Yeah.
Detroit City.
Never mind. Scratch that idea.
Yeah. I think
DCFC.
my team
Run
name.
DMC.
Yes, I would like it to be the Washington Maroon Gold Whites.
The
That-
Washington Rebels.
Joe Buck would enjoy saying the maroon golden
The
knight.
Washington Maroon
I
Gold
don't really
Whites.
care what Joe Buck. To be honest.
Alrighty, back to the segment here. My defensive rookie of the year is going to be Isaiah Simmons from the Cardinals. I believe. How many positions was he could
Not
play?
every position.
Yeah,
what
a lot.
position
It
doesn't
was
he
it was
play?
pretty much every single position on defense. He did it all for Clemson, and watching his highlight, it's fun to watch him play. So I'm really excited to see what he can
Yeah,
do.
it was close for me and him, Chase Young.
Yeah,
him and Chase Young.
I'm really excited to see what he does with the Arizona defense there.
I'm also going with Isaiah Simmons here. He can do it all on defense, as Josh said.
Ooh, yeah.
There you
It's
go.
that time of the
It's my favorite
episode,
time.
the joke of the week. I
Best-
think I got a funny one today.
Okay,
Let's hear
looking
it. Let's hear
forward
it.
to
Is it
your
Looking
best?
forward to it.
I don't know.
Let's
We'll have
not
to
let's
figure
not
it
let's
out.
Find
not
out.
give it that high of expectations.
I'm not gonna lie, your jokes recently have been improving, so a step down would really hurt. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, let's keep it
What
going.
runs around a baseball field and never moves?
Oh, I know the answer. I do. That's a shame.
I don't know.
Runs-
A fence.
Yeah.
Oh,
It runs. It's
yeah, I
Yeah.
get it.
yeah.
You know,
But that's
no.
You're-
let's
would-
not
I
let's
think-
not give it a pity
Yeah.
laugh. Let's not give it a pity laugh. It's not funny.
you went
That
downhill.
was a
Then why are
downgrade.
you smiling?
I'm sorry,
why,
Matt,
Why
but
are you?
you-
Because I knew what the answer was when you gave it, and I'm
I'm
like,
sorry,
oh
Matt,
boy.
but I think you went downhill a little bit.
That's a
I
shame.
don't think so.
Big expectations next week. Let's step it
Big
up.
expectations. You may have to tune in for that one.
Okay, moving on to the other side of the football, offensive rookie of the year.
The other side of the football.
Wait.
It
would be
is.
next week 'cause we're doing
I mean,
football.
we could say other side of the line of scrimmage.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Other side of the football.
Joke in 2 weeks.
Okay. Oh, when with the center snapping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the ball in the middle of the air.
Okay.
It's-
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, I'm going a little bit of a hot take here. Justin Herbert. You know,
Ooh,
Wow.
definitely
Big
flying.
Oregon guy.
What?
Big Oregon guy.
he's a big Oregon guy
He is
indeed.
big.
He did go to Oregon, yes. But yeah, I just think he's flying right up in the Joe Burrow hype, Tua hype. He's kind of sneaking through, and he's gonna go into a starting role.
You
with,
think you think we'll start?
Yeah, with Philip
immediately?
Rivers gone, I definitely think he's the starting
yeah,
option.
Yeah.
And he's gonna have weapons and Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, and
Hunter Henry.
Hunter Henry.
Hunter Henry as well.
Getting
He
better.
was a good fantasy tight end
Yeah.
for me.
Okay. Just didn't win.
I'm gonna buy into the hype, and I'm gonna go Joe Burrow's gonna win the offensive rookie
I wonder
of the
why.
year. No
Are you-
bias.
Are you a Bengals fan?
I don't know.
I do. I mean, you are.
He has a lot of weapons and elite wide receivers to make him a solid quarterback and a candidate for rookie of the year for sure.
Okay. Is an elite wide receiver a receiver who hasn't played in 2 years?
Yes.
Okay, well,
And
Interesting.
you
Tyler
can't
Boyd is-
disagree. AJ Green is a top 5 wide receiver when healthy.
Okay, but we don't know that.
He was no.
I
he,
could say that 2
Nobody's
years
gonna
ago.
say is he's gonna be
Well,
healthy or that he's
no,
gonna be at the same
okay.
caliber.
he got hurt because they were playing on a bad practice field, and then he just didn't want to come back because they were awful last year.
It's understandable, but it's a little bit of a cancer.
Yeah, he's a
To
little,
not
he's a little bit of a
Yeah.
locker room cancer, but that doesn't affect him on the field, and that'll
Hey,
make Joe Burrow
maybe
look
he's a
better.
big Joe Burrow fan. We'll see.
I think
What
he
about
is.
T. Higgins?
T. Higgins.
T. Higgins said he's a big AJ Green fan. AJ Green's gonna be able to train him,
Yeah.
if you will, and maybe he'll
So
get even better.
Maybe the team chemistry will go up.
Maybe-
Tyler Boyd.
Maybe he's a rookie of the year candidate.
I don't know about that though.
Tyler Boyd's pretty good too.
He is.
Alrighty, my offensive rookie of the year is rookie from the Chiefs, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I love this pick.
That's different.
I love this pick.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be huge for that offense. I think he's going to work with Patrick Mahomes well. Going to be a nice check down guy when tough plays, and obviously he's going to run the ball well like he did at LSU. So I'm excited to see him play in that high-powered Chiefs offense.
Matt, you're gonna really love my pick here.
What
I'm
is it?
also going with Joe
That's
Burrow.
good.
boy.
That's
I
good.
feel like he'll live up to the hype.
He will
Not-
live up to.
Not somewhat of the hype, but it's gonna
Like
be
a
enough.
Kyler Murray. kinda
100%
Yeah.
of the hype.
Kyler Murray had a lot of hype. Didn't play that great.
Comparing
Still
Joe
good enough,
Burrow,
but
comparing
still good
Joe
enough.
Burrow
I
to
feel like-
Kyler Murray is blasphemous.
That's not
He's
how
talking
it
about the
was.
hype. He's talking about the hype.
Yeah.
His performance and ratio.
Okay, well, he's gonna live up to the hype in my opinion. That's not
All
a hot
the way
take.
to
It's
the
a
hype.
fact.
You know
It's
how
not a hot
much hype
take.
he
It's
has?
a fact.
Do you know how much hype he has?
He's like a 74 overall in Madden.
Yeah, that's. how about Deshaun Watson getting?
Ooh,
Oh.
like 86?
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and
That's
Aaron
tough.
Rodgers being out of the 90 club.
That's tough.
That's
Really?
crazy.
Hmm.
Not a fan of that.
Yeah, I mean neither. Not talking about that right now though. But
That's
All right. Yeah,
Maybe in the future.
Maybe in the future. Madden snubs.
Diamond snubs.
All right. Moving on. Coach of the year. I think everybody pretty much knows who mine's going to be. Pete Carroll.
Yeah,
Seahawks,
big
because he's gonna
Seahawks
Big
fan.
Seahawks fan.
just a big
Seahawks
Seahawks.
guy.
I'm just big on the Seahawks this year. Not necessarily a
They're
fan.
gonna lose in the
I was big
wild
on the
card
Cowboys
like
last
usual.
year. We all know what happened. Didn't exactly play that well. May happen again, but I'm big on the Seahawks.
You were the Dak Prescott lover boy last year, weren't you?
Yeah, because I thought he was gonna have a good year.
Nope.
He did have a pretty good
Yeah,
year.
decent.
I thought he was gonna have a great year.
It was not a bad year at all for Dak Prescott. He was just, I think people just
I think
kinda,
he's being a little childish right now.
people just
but-
overlook him because he wants so much money. But he had actually a really solid year last year.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Coach of the year, I got Bill Belichick. I mean, he's one of the greatest football minds in NFL history, and I think.
Shocker.
Boring.
Well, I think he's gonna really help the Patriots in the Cam Newton.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
He's got 6 rings. He's gonna help him.
Yeah, he is gonna help him.
Alrighty, my coach of the year, Bruce Arians from the Cardinals. I love the addition of DeAndre Hopkins. I think he's gonna really help Kyler Murray improve, and I'm excited to see that offense as well as their young defense could have worked.
So you think they're gonna have a good record? Pretty good
I
record.
would, yeah, I would.
I think they're gonna do pretty decent.
We can't win Coach of the Year without having.
No,
a
it's
good
not, I'm
record.
not gonna say like 12-4, but
No,
Oh, no.
I think they could be like a 10-6.
I see like I'm thinking like
Yeah.
9-7,
I like
10-6,
I see them taking a big step up.
8
This
and
year. They're
8.
gonna be good.
8-8.
No,
Eight.
I don't-
I like 8-8. It's a safe
Really?
bet.
What did the
It's a
Cardinals?
safe
What was the
bet.
Cardinals' record last year? It wasn't
Not good.
not good. It wasn't.
It
It was
wasn't
bad,
good.
but it wasn't like Bengals' record.
Yeah.
No.
The
Wasn't
Bengals
that
did
bad.
have the worst record in the NFL, so
Well,
it's
that's what I'm
not the
saying.
Bengals record.
I feel like they're gonna have a good year, so that's why I am also going with him.
Yep.
Bruce
Good pick.
Arians?
Good
Yes.
pick.
Jesus,
Good
hot
pick.
take.
Nah, decent pick.
I like it. It's a little. It's a
Okay,
little different.
okay,
I
Bill-
like
Bill
a little
Belichick.
different. You know, you
It's
and your
true.
generic picks.
You and your Seahawks.
Well, because it's a little different. I
Have
like
fun
to be a little
losing. Have
different.
fun losing in the wild card again.
It's not happening.
I'm not a Seahawks fan.
Okay.
I'm a Bengals fan, unfortunately. All right, let's move to Super Bowl matchup. Keep the Seahawks bandwagon going. The Seahawks
boy.
going against the Chiefs.
Oh boy.
I think the Chiefs are going to make back-to-back Super Bowls.
Look at
'cause
this guy.
Didn't really lose anything from last year, so going to have a great team.
Okay.
I have a score prediction, but I have the Seahawks winning in the
Oh.
Super Bowl.
Shocker.
And I don't think it's going to be close. I think it's 38-17.
38-17.
Over the Chiefs.
What? Yeah.
Chiefs put up 7. Okay. wow.
Really?
Chiefs put up 17. I know. Hot take.
I'm
High-flying
gonna.
offense, and they're
I'm
not
gonna
gonna do
go. I'm
much.
gonna go with a bit of a throwback to Super Bowl I. I'm going Chiefs and Packers. I think the Packers have some. The Packers have some weapons to make it out of the NFC, and I think the Chiefs are gonna dominate the AFC. and
Dominate?
IC.
You really like your throwbacks, like
Yeah.
the Reds and Yankees.
Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. They're going to go back to back, and Tyreek Hill is going to win the Super Bowl MVP.
Dominate.
Yeah, dominate.
Who's-
I don't know.
Oh, Blake,
the,
who was
the
who-
Patriots
who
will
was
get
your-
there
your
too.
Super Bowl
Who's your Super Bowl MVP?
Russell
Oh,
Wilson.
it was Russell Wilson to cap off an incredible year
Oh.
with a Super Bowl
An
victory and
MVP
Super Bowl MVP.
season.
You gotta win it. Well, gotta end it like that. You know, it's a
Prescott.
Tom Brady like
Dak
season.
Prescott
A
wins
Tom
MVP
Brady like
last
season, if you will.
Alrighty, my Super Bowl matchup's going to be the Chiefs and the Saints. I think the Chiefs come up on top. I think these are both two high-powered offense teams, even though they both really have solid defenses too. And my MVP is actually going to be Tyreek Hill.
I like the Saints in there. I
Good
like the
pick.
Saints in
Yes,
there.
I think the Saints added Emmanuel
maybe
Sanders.
they'll have their break this year.
The Saints did add Emmanuel Sanders, someone else to take the pressure off Michael Thomas
I
there.
thought you were just saying they had
Oh, no,
Emmanuel
no,
Sanders
no, no, no,
and
no.
somebody else.
No. Michael Thomas
Yeah,
is
okay.
top 3, and they're probably top 2 in the league.
I think he's number one.
You
But
think
let's not
so?
talk about it.
It's
Let's not
for
talk
another
about it.
time. That's
Another
for
time.
another
That's for
time.
another
Discussion
time.
for another episode.
Yeah, I think Tyreek Hill's just a special player, and I think he's going. I think he's going to get 2 touchdowns in this game.
Bold.
Super
I
Bowl
like it.
MVP
I like it.
Tyreek Hill.
I'm also going Chiefs Saints. I'm going with the Chiefs winning, but I am also going with I'm going with Patrick Mahomes winning it. He's going to win the MVP and Super Bowl MVP.
Did you win last year?
Yes.
Yeah, I was.
You had very similar picks to Josh, didn't you? But
Hey,
Great minds think
That's
alike.
good- that's good minds.
Great
They're
minds
not
think
bad
alike.
picks. They're not bad picks. I can understand it. All right. That does it for podcast predictions. Now I'm going to pass it off to Josh for Start Bench Cut.
yeah. Welcome to Start Bench Cut. This is a segment we did in our first episode.
It's done it a couple of times.
so,
now,
yeah.
I think we did it in the
times.
third.
It was
maybe?
first and third. NBA. We thought
Maybe.
NBA and MLB.
Yeah.
Now we're going to stick with the NFL as most of this podcast has been. This is going to be offense skill positions only. So we're going to start out with some quarterbacks. We got Deshaun Watson, Aaron Rodgers, and Carson Wentz. I'm going to start Deshaun Watson, bench Aaron Rodgers, and cut Carson Wentz. I think Watson's a special talent. I mean, Watson and Rodgers are both special talents, but obviously Watson can do it more with his legs. They both got special arms, but I definitely like Watson here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Watson. I'm gonna bench Rodgers and cut Wentz.
I just don't.
I
see,
think
I,
the,
I don't.
the difference from Rodgers to Wentz is big, but
Yeah.
I just don't see. I can't. You can't cut Aaron Rodgers.
No,
Yeah.
you can't.
He's a generational talent.
Yeah, I agree with all of you. I like everything you guys have to say.
Mr. Hail Mary, Aaron Rodgers. Deshaun Watson, young, promising player, only get better.
Yeah,
Madden
sure.
snubbed. But, you know,
Madden snubbed.
Madden snubbed.
Two of Madden snubbed.
Yeah.
This one, but, whatever.
Or not. I'm not going to say better quarterbacks, but I'm going to say higher
I would.
tier. Yeah,
I would.
I guess we could say that. Higher tier quarterbacks: Drew Brees, Lamar Jackson, and Russell Wilson. I'm going to start Russell Wilson
Yeah.
here. Blake.
Come on.
I'm going to join Blake's fan club of Wilson. I'm going to bench Drew Brees and cut Lamar Jackson. If I had to pick these quarterbacks for just 1 year, I'd probably switch Brees and Jackson just because Lamar can run. But if I had to start a team, maybe say 10 years, if I had to quarterback for 10 years, I would not want Lamar Jackson taking hits for 10 years.
Drew Brees in the league for 10 more years is unlikely.
Well, obviously, but okay, you get my point.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I agree with you.
I think Lamar's going to get a little beat down, but I got Wilson, Brees, Jackson.
Once again, can't cut. I just don't think you can cut Brees.
I'm actually gonna start Brees, bench Wilson, and cut Jackson.
Blake is not happy
He's
with that.
not. I'm sorry.
How are you
Blake,
starting
but
Drew Brees?
That's, I don't know.
It was a
Put
tough
Russell
one.
Wilson
but-
on. Put Russell Wilson on the Saints, and you have a Super Bowl team, no question.
Oh,
yeah, you do
100%.
for sure.
Are you gonna start Russell Wilson at wide receiver and running back too?
No, I'm actually not because he's a quarterback.
Oh, bet you would.
I wouldn't.
Well,
Actually.
yeah, he actually has
Seahawks
guys like
lover.
Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf to
Yeah.
throw to.
Tyler
who do some
Lockett-
good work, you know.
Tyler Lockett was a okay fantasy player. He didn't put up many points
fantasy
for me.
player.
It's all about fantasy.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
doesn't-
fantasy
that doesn't-
for you,
yeah.
is it?
He's a big fantasy guy.
I got like 5th place last year.
I don't know how many people. 10. That's not very good.
Hey, that's in the middle of
I
the
got
pack.
number 2. Or no, I didn't. I got 3.
Hopefully, we get sports starting soon, so we can do our fantasy recap.
Yeah, we will have that on the podcast.
Yeah, 4th inning podcast fantasy league.
Alrighty, next we're going to move on to running backs. I got Dalvin Cook, Ezekiel Elliott, and Alvin Kamara. Kamara, not sure how you say it.
Kamara.
Is it
I
Kamara?
would say-
Kind of like
say
Mookie
Kamara.
Mookie.
Yeah, whatever. You get the point.
I think you know who you're talking about.
Yeah. I'm gonna start Dalvin Cook here. I'm gonna bench Ezekiel Elliott, and I'm gonna cut Alvin Kamara. I mean, Dalvin Cook's great. He can do both. He can catch and run. Zeke's a little bit the same way, but I think Dalvin Cook is just a better runner. He's more patient back there. So I'm gonna put Cook over him.
I'm actually going to disagree a little bit. Not too much there. I'm starting Dalvin Cook.
Okay.
I'm actually going to bench Alvin Kamara. And as
Really?
much as it pains me to cut Zeke,
Really?
being
Yeah.
an Ohio State guy,
That's what I'm
I'm
going
going
to
to cut Zeke. I think Dalvin Cook is comparable in his running ability to Zeke, and he can catch the ball, or he can be a passing.
I
pass
hope
threat.
these guys could catch balls.
Well,
Yeah,
yes.
they're
they're in the
football-
NFL.
they're football
They're in the
players.
NFL. But he is more of a passing threat than Ezekiel Elliott is. And I'm
yeah.
gonna have Alvin Kamara out of that bench role to obviously be a mainly pass receiving running back.
I agree with Blake. I have the actually exact same picks.
Hey, breaking news. Hate to interrupt, but
Breaking news.
Yasiel Puig just signed with the Atlanta Braves. Just
Wow.
want to give that heads
Oh,
up.
I think I did see that on my Twitter.
Well, actually, not necessarily breaking news when you're gonna
Yeah.
hear it because it's gonna be 2 days later. But
yeah, but
no, we recorded on the
Puig,
morning of.
Puig
right?
has found a home. Puig has finally found a home.
gonna pick some more bats.
You should come back.
I had
to
them in the
Cincinnati.
World Series.
Is
We
that
both
right?
did, didn't we?
We did.
Another winning. Another
We
winning.
did Another winning. Yasiel Puig. What a fine addition. Alrighty, back to
Reds
the.
still got it though.
Of course, Luis Castillo and his Cy Young
Yeah, the
leader.
Yankees winning.
Oh, I did.
Oh, you idiot.
Sorry.
Alrighty, back to the second. We got some more running backs here. Aaron Jones from the Packers, Joe Mixon from the Bengals, and Nick Chubb from Cleveland. I'm gonna start Nick Chubb. I think Chubb's a top 5 running back for sure. Would you disagree?
He's in that
Okay.
discussion.
Yeah. I'm gonna bench Aaron Jones. I'm gonna cut Joe Mixon. I think Jones can just do more than Joe Mixon. Yeah, I mean Chubb's obviously starter though.
Yep.
I agree.
Yep.
Once again, his
I'm
message hurts.
Not gonna agree. I'm going to start.
That's
Aaron
called that's
Jones.
called disagreeing.
I'm not going to agree. I'm going to start Aaron Jones, bench Joe Mixon, and cut Nick
Yeah.
Chubb. I'm
Well,
cut
biased
Nick
against.
Chubb.
I'm cutting.
What bias?
No, I'm benching Joe Mixon
Cut Nick
because
Chubb.
Well, you're
Well,
benching Joe Mixon because he's a Bengal, and you're
no,
cutting
his
Nick Chubb
numbers-
because he's a Brown.
no, I'm Joe Mixon. He's done everything he's done with an awful O line. His O line's been terrible.
Okay, but
He's
he's
still
still
gonna
gonna
have
have
his
one.
You could say the same for Nick Chubb.
Yeah,
they're
Nick
better.
Chubb,
They're,
you
they are
definitely
they are
could.
better than the Bengals. The Bengals
Are
have
they?
the worst O line.
I don't
In the
think
NFL.
so.
I don't think so. The Browns have one of the worst.
The Browns' O line
The
is
Browns
not good.
may have one of the worst, and the Bengals have the worst. So how are you gonna argue?
Well,
with
then I don't think it's start and cut comparable.
that? I think it is. Joe Mixon bench, Aaron Jones start, Nick Chubb cut. Move on.
All right.
What the heck did you just say? You said like Joe Mixon, Ben Aaron Jones, start cut Nick Chubb. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did say that because those are my opinions, and none of you guys will be able to change that.
That's
You
why they're, that's
know,
why their opinion.
Especially you,
They're
you
your
Seahawks
opinions.
lover.
Well,
I
okay.
don't know why you're getting so mad at me for thinking that the Seahawks. are gonna
Because
be
you're a
good this year.
traitor. You're not a Bengals fan.
How
You're
is
a
he a traitor?
bandwagon.
Okay, I'm not gonna say the Bengals are going to win the Super Bowl and Joe Burrow's going to win MVP just because I'm a Bengals fan.
No, Joe Burrow's only going to win Rookie of the Year this year.
Okay, but I don't see how I'm being a traitor if I don't pick them.
Because you love the Seahawks.
What are the Seahawks and Bengals rivals?
Maybe.
Not at all.
No.
I
they're not.
They
consider a lot of teams the Bengals
Like-
rivals.
Yeah, because they beat them.
Can you name some of those teams for us?
49ers, Steelers, Ravens, Browns.
49ers are rivals because they beat
What?
them in 2 Super Bowls. Back years. That's
Yeah.
the only reason they're the rivals.
Exactly, and that's still a rivalry.
It is a rivalry.
Yes.
Not any real
And
anymore.
you
It was.
say the
It was.
Seahawks are up there?
Seahawks are not a Bengals
top,
rival.
Top 15. I don't know.
Top 15.
There's only
I'd say-
32 teams.
I'd say they're top 31.
top 31. That's what I should have said.
Let's get back to this segment here. We get a little off topic.
That's all right.
Our
That
podcast
happens.
is
We are
long.
talking football, so
Yeah.
it's fine. We got some wide receivers here. We got Kenny Galladay, Keenan Allen, and T.Y. Hilton. I'm a huge fan of Kenny Galladay, but I'm going to start Keenan Allen. I'm going to bench Kenny Galladay, and I'm sadly going to cut T.Y. Hilton.
Wow.
I think Hilton's too injury prone.
This is what unbiased looks like.
It is.
Matthew.
I'm not unbiased.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
you're not
we know.
unbiased. That's what we're saying.
We know.
That's what we're saying. Okay, I'm starting Keenan Allen. Benching T.Y. Hilton, considering he's 100%.
Oh, if he was yeah, if he's
I'm
100%.
basing this off 100%, and I'm just not big on Kenny Galladay. I know obviously he's a good wide receiver. I'm just not that big.
Well,
on him. I don't
who
think
was
he's
who
that
was
big.
throwing to him last year? Was it what quarterbacks were throwing to him last year?
Well, you
It
had
was like David Blau.
David Blau, Driscoll, and Stafford for 2 or 3
Yeah,
games.
so
It was all around.
Chip?
That's a
Chip?
wreck, and
Yeah.
Galladay was still putting up great numbers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like Joe Mixon
I'm a
and
huge
his
fan.
O-line.
Okay, Matt.
We'll move on.
We
We'll
get
move
it.
on now.
As you said, let's
my
move
last
on.
Word, my last word.
All right, we got 3 more wide receivers here. We got Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, and Mike Evans from the Buccaneers. I got Devontae Adams from the Packers. I'm gonna start him. I'm gonna bench Tyreek Hill, and I'm gonna cut Mike Evans. I know it's tough, but the gap between Hill and Evans is very close. But I just love Tyreek Hill's ability to create plays. He can, if Patrick Mahomes under pressure, you can just escape, and he can get open for him. And Patrick Mahomes will put it right there for him.
Yeah, I'm going to start Hill, bench Adams, and cut Evans.
I totally disagree with that. But, all right, I'm starting Devontae Adams because he's superior. Benching Mike Evans because he's a little bit behind, and I'm cutting Tyreek Hill because he's the worst out of the 3. Obviously, that's why I would do it.
That's why you cut
I'm
him.
gonna-
Tyreek Hill may be the flashy highlight reel guy, but I don't think he's as good as a wide receiver as the other 2.
I'm gonna agree with Tristan here. I like his picks. I'm
Tyreek Hill starting
sorry.
compared to those 2?
Yep.
That's bold.
That
That's
is
very
bold.
He's
He's
fast,
not
runs
that
a
good.
good
Devontae
slant.
Adams
Yeah,
is
he's
a good vert.
fast.
He runs
It's
a
like
good
saying.
vert.
It's like
He runs a good bird.
He does. He has some good post routes, I believe.
Well,
right?
so does Devontae
he's also
Adams.
been playing.
Devontae Adams is a great red zone target.
He's also been playing under Patrick Mahomes, which is one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
And that's why I see him putting up numbers like that, and that's why I see him as being one of the best.
But why? But wouldn't him playing under a good quarterback give him an advantage?
Yeah, and that's why he's one of the better wide receivers. And he
It
still
doesn't make any
plays it.
sense.
Alrighty, let's move on. We got one more position group for you. Tight ends. I'd say top 3 tight ends in the league. We got Zach Ertz, Travis Kelce, and George Kittle. The gap between Kittle and Kelce is super close, but I'm actually going to start Kittle. I love his blocking ability as well as his run after catch ability. I'm going to bench Kelce, and I'm going to cut Zach Ertz, even though I think he's also a great talent.
Yeah, those are definitely the top 3 tight ends in the league. I'm starting Kelsey. I'm benching Kittle. Once again, it's very close. Those two are ridiculous. You would never see tight ends like that. Putting numbers up like that. I mean, what did Kittle put up the record for yards, and then Kelsey went and broke it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kittle did also have a mainly running offense, too.
Yeah.
So that's really impressive.
It's crazy. I'm going to be cutting Zach Ertz when he leads the league, and he's up there for receptions as a tight end.
Yeah, I'm gonna start Travis Kelce, bench Zach Ertz, and cut George Kittle. They're the top 3 tight ends, and there's just not much in between. There's not much difference.
I mean, I think there's a little bit of difference.
I think there's a big difference.
I don't think you saw that difference that we saw
compared to Kelsey and Kittle.
Kelsey and Kittle are on a different level, I think.
Yeah.
That's your opinion.
It is.
We all have different opinions.
That's okay. That's okay. We accept them here.
We do accept opinions at the Fourth Inning Podcast.
We do. Alrighty.
That's why you should give us your opinions in the comments.
Yes, please do. We have, comments would be nice.
Good comments.
Yeah, we like to. We'll reply to comments if we ever.
We
get
do.
Any.
We
if we ever get any.
Alrighty, that wraps up Start Bench Cut. After the break, we got On This Day in Sports, and of course, everyone's favorite, Douglas's Hot Take. Alrighty, welcome back to the Fourth Inning Podcast. And before we jump into the hot take, on this day in sports, July 16th, 1941, Joe DiMaggio of the New York Yankees hit safely in his 56th straight game. This will be the final game before his hit streak will come to an end, and he still holds the record to this day for the longest hitting streak in baseball history.
Oh, thanks, Josh.
Yeah, no problem.
That was interesting. You don't see many long hit streaks like that anymore, do you?
No, you sure don't.
Yeah, and
you don't see
now I'll pass it on to myself for Douglas's hot take, where I deliver an unpopular sports opinion and we discuss it. This week's hot take is that the Boston Celtics will win the NBA Finals.
I love it. It's called a hot take for a reason, and I'm for it. I love it.
I wonder why. Why, Josh?
You know, I can
go ahead.
I can say
go
why.
all day,
all right, they've beaten the top 4 teams in the league. They've beaten the Bucks twice. Both games against the Clippers went to overtime. They won once. Clippers won the other game. Great depth. This team is. I think this team has the potential to make a good run.
They have potential to make a good run, definitely, and they have. They are ranked in the top 5 in both offensive and defensive rating.
Not to mention
not number 1. So
Not to mention they have one of the best coaches in the league.
They do, Brad Stevens.
Still don't agree.
I
can tell you why. My turn.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Blake.
I'm giving you the floor.
They're not beating the Bucks.
Well, they have.
What? But they're not beating them in a series.
Okay, that's fine. You can think that, but they will.
Well, you can think that they are going to beat them in a series.
Okay.
That's
And we won't know.
Well, the Bucks are the number 1 team in the league right
now.
The
Celtics have beat the number 1 team in the league.
They're the number 1. Are they the number 1
But
team
are
in
the
the league?
Celtics the number 1? Yeah.
Well, hear me out. The Boston Celtics are a top.
Okay, just interrupt me while I just said I was going to spiel.
No.
Hold on. Let's hear the man.
The Boston Celtics are a top 12 team in 7 of 8
top
key
12?
No.
In 7 of 8?
No,
that's crazy.
They're a top 12 team in 7 of 8 key factors of winning. 4 factors on offense and 4 on defense. No other team can say that in the NBA right now in 2020. No other team can say that.
Can you
Not even the Milwaukee
Bucks.
Listen,
he just said the Bucks can't be in there.
Yeah, the
Neither can the Clippers and the Lakers and the Raptors.
Else.
Okay, that doesn't make them the best team in the league.
I'm not saying, but it does.
They need to be the best.
But they have proven that they can beat the elite teams.
But have they?
Yes, they have.
Yeah,
they
have. That was my very first point.
Will they? In a series, they're not beating the Bucks. If they make it there, because they can't be bad teams apparently, or else they'd have the best record in the league. Wouldn't they?
What?
Well, if they can be, if they beat good teams and they're not the number 1 team in the league, then they're losing to the bad teams.
I wouldn't say losing to all the bad teams.
Just the not as good teams.
Okay, yeah, but they have proven that it's not like they've gone like 0 for 4
so
against these
the
bad
Bucks
teams.
have proven by beating the Lakers.
Okay, and so the Celtics.
Okay, yeah, and the Bucks still have the best record in the NBA.
That's totally fine. It's a whole different ballgame come playoff time.
There's such thing called strength of schedule.
What about when we ranked the top 5 NBA teams? All the teams had probably the best.
We never ranked the
records.
top
We
5
have
NBA
never
teams.
done that.
We ranked the top 5 MLB teams.
Yeah.
NBA. No, we did.
And college football sleeper
we did
teams.
the top
Oh,
five
NBA teams of the
team
decade.
Of the past
Of the
decade.
and they all, pretty much all of them led in record, and they went on to win the NBA Finals.
Well, actually, the Warriors,
Couple
who
of
had the best record of all time, are number 2 on my list.
But
or
they
3.
won the NBA Finals,
They're number
didn't
3.
they?
No,
Yeah.
they didn't.
Oh,
No,
okay.
they
73
weren't on my
9.
list. I'm
They
sorry.
They were
were
73-9 and lost to the Cavs in the finals.
Okay,
They blew a 3-1
well.
lead.
Okay, well, I had the Cavs on my list, so
Okay, well, yeah.
they
And
won
I
the NBA
think-
Finals.
And they didn't have the best record in the league,
They
but
had
guess
one
what?
of.
Okay, so did the Celtics.
Where do they rank on
Oh,
record?
I don't know, but they're
Number
not
2 in the Eastern, probably, right?
number 3 behind the Raptors.
Oh, they're number 3 in.
Oh, no,
East, right?
they are second. They're
Yeah,
no,
they are.
they're third. They're third. They're second in the Atlantic Division, but they're 43 and 29 and 21. Sorry,
What's the Bucks record?
I couldn't tell you.
Well, the Celtics are also 13-9 against other teams that have a 500 or better record, and they're the only team that can say that. I
But
believe.
they're not playing.
Okay,
They're not playing these teams in 7-game series.
I can give you the records. The Bucks are 53 and 12.
Yeah, that's way better.
Strength of schedule, bud.
Okay, it is. I agree. It is
They play
better.
in the same conference.
I'm not saying the
division.
Bucks shouldn't be number 1. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that just because they have the best record, that they can't be beat. The
Yeah.
Raptors are second in
I
the
didn't say
East
that.
with only 3 more wins than the Celtics.
Yeah, Raptors
Wait,
and
what?
Celtics are
Oh.
right there, neck and neck.
Okay, but they're both.
I see
Very
and
far behind the Bucks.
between the Celtics and the
It
Bucks.
doesn't matter. It's different come playoff time. Records don't matter.
Okay,
come
well, I'm
playoff
not
time.
saying. I'm just saying that record usually does reflect how good a team is.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that the Bucks are not a good team. I'm just saying that they can be beat, and I'm saying that the Raptors
Well, I
can
didn't
be
say.
beat.
Oh, they've been
And the
beat twice.
Celtics
They've been
and the
beat 12
Celtics can be
times
beat. The Celtics can be beat.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they can't be.
by the Bucks. Or
Yes.
Maybe by even. a
And
different-
vice versa.
Yeah,
Well,
and I'm not saying
Okay,
they're
okay.
not
I
going
think-
to. I'm saying
this
they,
is-
I don't think they will.
This is this is a hot take and a hot take,
Oh,
but
okay.
I think that the Celtics they have way more depth than the Bucks.
How so?
That's true.
They have
I
Jason
thi-
Tatum,
I think
Kemba
they
Walker,
do.
Gordon Hayward, Jaylen Brown, and Marcus Smart.
Those
Those
are
are all
starters.
Those are all elite scorers.
Those are just their starters.
Yeah, they
That's
have
not
more as
depth.
well. That is depth.
That is not depth.
Daniel Tyson and Enes Kanter at center.
Yeah, they got
Okay,
Enes
Enes
Kanter.
Taco
Come on,
Fall.
they got
Can't forget
Taco
about
Fall.
Taco
There you go.
Fall.
Can't forget him.
Taco
You
Fall.
can't say that a team has depth and just name their starters because that's not what depth is.
Well, off their bench, they have Marcus Smart.
Okay, who
Grant
Josh
Williams.
is going to carry the conversation.
Grant Williams, who's a proven rookie, he's been huge for the Celtics this year, and Enes Kanter's been coming off the bench as well, so that's a huge help.
Okay, they're a good team, right? They have good players.
Are the Celtics?
And they have
do the
guys-
Celtics have that kind of depth?
Yeah, the Bucks do actually.
You mean the Bucks?
The Bucks,
The
yeah.
Bucks do
Yeah.
actually with Giannis and Giannis obviously.
Giannis.
That's the
Giannis,
starter.
Giannis,
MVP
Giannis.
probably MVP
Starter.
candidate,
That's a
right?
starter.
Yeah.
MVP
Well,
MVP
I'm gonna name my starters.
No,
Go
an
ahead,
MVP,
go ahead,
an
go ahead.
MVP can't carry a team, as LeBron showed from last
Okay,
year.
was a
He-
non-MVP gonna carry a team?
What?
LeBron wasn't MVP last year. He was hurt.
Well, you know what I mean.
What?
LeBron's an MVP player.
Okay, so they have Giannis, who's an MVP
He's the
candidate.
GOAT.
If you have an MVP
No,
candidate
he's
on your team, you're obviously gonna be better than if you didn't.
Well,
Right? What are you talking
obviously.
Now we're gonna go.
He said that
we'll-
MVPs can't
well,
carry a team.
And the
we'll
Celtics
go,
will-
we'll go back to them.
But
we'll
they-
go back.
okay,
We're gonna
but-
switch sports
but
here.
Giannis- No,
Matt,
no.
stop.
Why are we
Alright,
switching
here,
sports?
here.
No,
stop.
I'm just gonna make.
Matt, stop. Let's hear Tristan.
Oh
But-
yeah, Tristan's here.
I don't have much to say on this, but Giannis, he's an MVP.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
can carry the Bucks.
That's what we just said.
I'm not saying he's
No.
gonna carry him because he doesn't.
But he will.
Okay, listen, Giannis,
He
Chris
will.
Middleton, Brooke Lopez, Dante DiVincenzo, Eric Bledsoe, Pat Connaughton, Kyle Korver, Ursani Osova.
Okay, Kemba Walker, Jalen Brown,
Yeah.
Jason Tatum,
Okay,
Gordon
they're
Hayward,
comparable
Daniel Tice,
teams.
Brad Wanamaker,
Enes
Marcus Smart.
Kanter.
Okay, they are comparable teams.
You know, I'm gonna
But
go.
you're making
I'm
it sound like the Bucks are like, I don't know.
The Celtics are definitely better than the Raptors.
Well, I wouldn't say
I'm
that.
Well,
gonna
I think they're definitely better
I'm
than
gonna
them.
go back to my point and say that a
We changing
MVP
sports?
candidate can't carry a team.
Look, I didn't say they could. That's why I named out the rest of the team because the
You-
rest of the
you
team is
definitely just said
good.
that they could.
I
You-
can't.
No,
you
I
said that they
didn't.
could.
You
Yes,
are
did.
pulling words out of my
Listeners, you can skip back. I'd say a minute. You can listen to what Blake said about a minute ago.
didn't
You
he
can
say
find
it?
out.
Didn't he say
I
it?
believe he did.
mouth. I did not
did.
say that an MVP.
Well,
I said that a team with
we
an
can-
MVP is obviously going to be better than a team without.
Okay,
That's not
and the
that's not precisely true because
and the Celtics.
you can go back to 2017 when
What are you
Joey
talking
Votto
about?
was runner-up for MVP and the
Matt,
Reds were
that's-
last
Okay,
that's
place.
a whole
but if
different
you
when
gave
John,
them,
when John Carlos Stanton was MVP in 2017, the Marlins were in last
That's
place.
That's a whole different
A good
sport.
player can carry.
That's a different
that's
sport. We're
not-
talking about
that's
basketball.
not the same argument.
team sports, you know.
That's not the argument.
It's not vague.
Yeah, but if you
Okay, if you took away Giannis off the Bucks
Yeah,
and then put like some random small forward
Not
there
random.
instead,
Okay, and if you took off
that team's gonna be worse.
If you took Jason Tatum out of the
That's what I'm
Celtics, it'd be
saying.
worse.
It's the same argument.
yeah,
He's saying that he's trying to say that I said
An
that.
MVP candidate can't carry a team.
I didn't say that. I said that a team with an MVP candidate is obviously gonna be better than a team without with this roster. If you took away Giannis out of that lineup and put in somebody worse, the team's gonna be
That's
worse.
not precisely true, but I mean, you can.
How
go
is
with
that not true? If you take out Giannis and put in a small forward that is worse, the team's gonna be worse.
It is true, but a team
will
is
be
more
worse.
than Giannis. The team
Yeah.
is more than
I'm
Giannis.
not- I know they are.
There is no iron team.
I know that.
There
I
is an
never
I
said
in
they
there is an
carry the
I
team.
in win though. There
Yes,
is an
there
I
There
in
is
win.
an iron win.
There is an I in Celtics.
Depending on how you spell.
That's-
There also is an I in Milwaukee.
Depending.
Yes,
You can get
and,
this
and
on
finals. And
Depending-
NBA
this
finals.
on-
Wait, no. Depending on how you spell win, there's also a W and an E. So there is a we and win.
What?
I'm saying WHEN. Stupid.
Win.
WEN.
WHEN. Like
Oh,
what,
when.
What time? When?
But you
When?
said that's
What?
when, not
When?
win.
Yeah,
No.
Matt.
He says, yeah, win.
Stupid. Shut
When
up, Matt.
win.
When win?
When the
It's not
Celtics
the
win the
same.
finals.
Yeah.
When the Celtics
When the Celtics win the
Yes.
finals.
Full circle. That's
All right,
I know
so
the episode right there.
That
That's a great-
doesn't mean that's not a point. That's not a that's not
Yes, it is.
Because we rhymed two words.
yeah,
It's
we
a
right-
point.
we right to it. We didn't even it's a homophobe, isn't it? Is that what it's called? Homophone? I said homophobe.
Yeah. It's a homophone.
Oh man. Okay, don't get me wrong, the Celtics are a good team.
Yeah.
They're just young. They will win, I think they will win a championship within the next 3 years.
I respect that
And
opinion.
I
I
think
think
they'll win
Jason-
it next
I think
year.
Jason
They're gonna win it
Tatum-
next year.
Next year. Oh, wow.
And I think Jason Tatum is a future MVP. But they're just not as good as the Bucks right now. And even if they do beat the Bucks, I just don't see them beating the Lakers or Clippers, who I think would probably be in the finals with them.
That's fair. I mean, I guess as long as you realize that there's other teams in the Bucks in the league,
Yeah.
then okay, yeah.
And Lakers and Clippers both being teams way more experienced than Celtics, I think we can agree.
But teams like the Bucks, teams like the Clippers and Lakers both have been beat by the Celtics this year, so.
Okay, but not in a series.
Okay.
And also, those teams have finals appearances. When have Jason Tatum and Marcus Smart and Jaylen Brown played in the finals?
They have not.
Yeah.
But neither has
that is a
Giannis.
factor.
Neither have
That's a
Giannis.
factor.
Or Chris
LeBron-
Middleton.
Yeah.
LeBron
Or
James,
Paul George.
Yeah.
LeBron James.
LeBron James is the
went
best player in the
went
league
to,
right
went
now.
to 8 straight NBA finals.
Okay,
and-
I'm
well,
not denying
right?
that he's good.
Okay, yeah, but he
One
he
player
won.
can't
He
carry a
won.
team.
What?
One player can't carry a
Did
team.
LeBron
You've already
James win
said
the
that.
first?
We're not going back
he
to
needs
that.
final
LeBron James
experience.
win the first finals you went to?
No.
No.
What does
Okay.
that have to do with
What?
anything?
What does that have to
Jordan did.
What?
Jordan did.
Jordan
And
did.
so did some random bench warmer who is a rookie when the Warriors won.
Patrick
Okay,
McCaw.
Yeah.
Patrick McCaw won
Yeah.
the finals
Okay, but
3
when
years
you
in a
won
row.
a single player?
He won the finals his rookie year. What does it have to do with anything? Was it? Lanford's last thoughts.
Lanfried's last thoughts. What's your thought,
No, what's
Lanfried?
Lanfried's?
I'm
last thoughts?
gonna stay very solid on this opinion. The Boston Celtics are gonna win the NBA Finals. Remember this. Bet on it. I don't know what the odds are, but if you bet for the Celtics to win the NBA Finals, you're gonna win some big money. Big money.
Big money, big money,
Big
big bucks.
money.
Well,
Big bucks. by
Listen to me now.
Big
I'm going
bucks
to
by
say the
Smoke
thing
Perp.
that most people would agree with me with is, and that the Celtics are not winning. That's why it's a hot take, isn't it?
So who's in your finals? Bucks and.
It's Bucks Lakers.
Fair enough.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
so outside the box.
Is this our first change? Is this our first change?
No, it's not.
Come on,
I-
say yes.
If you're ever going to change your opinion, it's not this one.
I think
but
we got him.
I don't know.
I think we got him, man.
I'm a big fan of the Celtics. I've always watched
I just
watched
said
them
they're
with
going to win a
Josh.
championship
But-
within the next 3 years. That doesn't mean they're going to. That doesn't
I
mean they're
don't-
going to win this year. That doesn't mean they're
You
going to
know
win this year.
what, Blake? I'm very sorry, but I think
Come
they're gonna make it.
Come
You're
on.
gonna change your opinion
Come
on such a long shot.
Come on.
It's not really. It's not a long shot.
Because you can win big bucks.
Shot. They're number 3 in their conference.
Doesn't matter. They've beaten all the good teams.
I don't think Giannis is gonna pull through in the Eastern
I don't think
Finals.
you will either. Like last year, just
Like
choke.
he's gonna carry
He
him
lost
to
to the
the
team that won.
he's gonna carry him to the Eastern
Joke.
Finals, but in the
Joke.
Eastern Finals he's not gonna do good.
They're gonna run into the
I am
Celtics.
so-
They're gonna be hungry.
I'm
They're
so
young
at
and
a
hungry.
loss for words
And
right
Semi
now.
Ojeleye is gonna lock up Giannis.
Yes. No, that's Taco Fall. They're gonna bring him in.
Oh,
He'll
yeah,
lock
Taco
up
Fall.
Zion. He'll lock up He'll lock up.
That's true.
Giannis.
Yeah, and he'll play for about 2 minutes and then pass out.
Why would he pass out?
Oh, shame on you.
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
That's why he doesn't
Shame
play.
on you. Shame on
That's
you.
why he doesn't play.
All right,
Why
let's
doesn't
wrap it
everybody
up.
do that?
Because he's inexperienced. That's why.
Okay, let's wrap it up.
Let's here we
He's a
go.
joke.
And
Josh?
of course, as you all know, I think the Celtics
Yeah.
will
This is
win the NBA Finals. I think they're gonna match up against the Clippers in the finals.
I don't
and I
disagree.
think
I don't disagree.
and you said Lakers.
I said,
Okay, fair enough.
I said the Lakers,
Either
but
or.
I
Okay,
think
either or.
Clippers.
And I think
Not the argument.
it'll be a 6-game series, and I think the Celtics.
Oh, wow.
Specific.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
think
I
what's
think
final
I think-
score?
Yeah, I think
You got a
uh,
final score?
Final score 143 to 132.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
No, the Celtics are going to win the finals in 6, and they're going to win the Eastern Conference Finals in 5.
Well, okay, yeah.
What?
5.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like it.
You like
5.
five?
Yeah,
I
I
5.
like that.
All right.
my
Well,
goodness
I'm more of a
gracious.
fan of 4 because the fourth inning podcast.
It's
Yeah, 4.
All right,
I
let's
just
go with
don't
4.
understand-
We'll go with 4.
I just
Yeah.
don't understand how you can say
Four
a
games.
team that's not even
Okay,
projected
Blake,
to
that's
win
enough.
their
That's
conference.
enough. That's enough. Turn
You
his mic
can't
off.
just get rid
Turn
of
his mic, we're
my opinion.
Like, we're done.
Yeah,
It's
It's over. It's over.
It's
over.
been a great episode.
I want to hear your comments and how
All right, Matt, let's wrap
how
it up.
irritated you are.
It's been a great episode.
I know you're
Now-
punching your wall.
Oh my gosh, let me talk.
No, well, you
Yes.
didn't let me talk just 5
It's
seconds ago,
done.
did you?
Like, it's done.
done.
We're
Stop
done. We're done
talking.
You
talking
lost,
about it.
it's
We're
done.
done.
You lost. Give up.
Here we
That
go.
was, it was a really
Wrap
great
it up,
episode
Matt.
today, and that wraps up the 8th episode of the Fourth Inning
Cocky.
Podcast.
Cocky. We're humble.
We hope you liked this episode, and we hope you tune in next week. And remember to get 4% better every day. See ya.